What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Corpus Christi Originals back at it again. Today we have episode 91. Excuse me, the first ever women's edition. We're gonna be having Lori from Corpus Christi BMX, Melanie from HYPEBYKE, and iBike CC. They're gonna be talking about the cyclist community in Corpus Christi. So, and real quick, this is the first women's edition ever. I wanted to pay homage real quick to Brittany Moutet, who was the original OG podcaster featuring leading ladies of Corpus Christi on a podcast. So she's got a whole archive, 200 episodes on just ladies of Corpus Christi. It's called the Leading Ladies of Corpus Christi podcast. You can check out her archive in Spotify, Apple Podcasts. She's no longer doing it, but I feel like she lit the flame, she lit the torch, and I've just kind of taking it up and keeping it going for the ladies of Corpus Christi. What's going on, y'all?
Thanks for having us today. We're so excited.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
It is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, we're kind of like different corners of the cycling world,
Right.
but we're in the same family for sure.
Yeah, cycling is a family.
Yeah. For real, I mean, I rode a bike. I can't remember the last time I rode a bike, but definitely bring back memories when I was younger. And when I had Melanie on episode 37, I can't remember.
I think so.
But you were on talking about the cycling community, and like it's amazing to me how
It's
much,
grown.
how many
grown.
people are into it, you know. So just being able to talk about this, and even like the safety of the roads, and even the BMX track that we used to have a while back, and you guys are bringing it back, working on bringing it back, and we were talking earlier about how the city has its own ideas and stuff like that. So we'll get into that for sure. So I guess, do you guys want to talk about that straight off, or we can talk about?
Well, I think that first and foremost, we should probably establish some definitions, right?
Agreed.
So BMX, do you guys know what BMX stands for? Melanie?
I'd say bicycle something.
It stands for bicycle motocross, and we're talking about pedal bikes. For some reason, a lot of people get it confused with motocross, and maybe because it's bicycle motocross.
Yeah,
so.
moto, right?
So we're not talking about motocross bikes. We're talking about pedal bikes. And then within the sport of BMX, there's different styles of riding. So you have street riding, which is like at skate parks or tricks on the street. And then you have trail riding, which is like dirt jumps. And then there's BMX racing. And that's what our family does, my family does, and what we're trying to bring back. And that is at USA BMX-sanctioned racetracks.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty important to just establish that right away.
There's some form of competitiveness then associated with that.
Yes, it's a sport that it's competition, an organized sport. Yeah, and that holds competitions.
So the USA sanctioned is a must for that
To have events and to hold races. Yes.
Okay, so having events and races. Okay.
The best way to kind of look at it is it's kind of like a league. If you're like in a league with football or soccer, well, USA BMX is the league. It's the governing league for BMX racing.
Okay,
there's no other one. It's that's it.
Right. So the track has to be a certain way as far as it being engineered, and how do you say it, like the?
Yeah, they do have to approve it. USA BMX has to approve the design, and in order to insure it. And another way to kind of like compare is if you think about like a public pool. It has a gate around it, and people aren't allowed to go in and swim in a public pool unless there's lifeguards there. So at a track, a USA BMX sanctioned track, it has to have a gate around it, and people aren't allowed to really just go in and ride it unless there's someone there operating it.
Right.
And that's because it's insured under USA BMX. So
Yeah, it's amazing. Wow. So it has to have all that regulation to be able to do what you want to do at the Salinas Park, where the BMX track used to be.
Yes.
Right.
So to back it up a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm Lori Ling.
My introduction was a little rough.
We come in hot. Us bicycle people, we just come in hot.
Hold on, I forgot to mention the sponsor, you guys. South Texas Lacrosse is a nonprofit organization, veteran owned and operated. Footwork, hand-eye coordination, field vision, It's great for young football players when they're on the off season, between seasons. Check out their Facebook page at South TX Lacrosse or their website, southtxlacrosse.com. The season begins August 22nd, and you can sign up at their Facebook page or their website. So you're Lori.
I'm Lori Ling. I'm here representing Corpus Christi BMX. We are the newly approved 501c3 nonprofit. As of last week, all of our paperwork and everything was approved. Thanks to our board members, we couldn't have done it without them. We have a dream team of board members for our nonprofit, and I serve as the president on the board.
Cool.
And so our goal is to bring back BMX racing, specifically at the Salinas Park, which is off Greenwood, where there was a USA BMX-sanctioned track from 2012 to 2017, and it's abandoned right now at this point.
Wow, yeah. And it's kind of like in the corner of the park, too. I saw where it was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And Melanie, you are part of iBike CC, right?
Right.
So real quick, I saw your video on YouTube with who was it? Ride Bikes More.
Yeah.
And you
Luke.
had a 22-mile mountain bike ride.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
How did that change your perspective on cycling
It
or
did.
even
Like,
life?
I wasn't in a good space in that time, and I wasn't happy where I was going, like health wise, mental wise, and you wanted me to get emotional today, Jesus.
Was it an emotional?
It was a very emotional journey.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really
yeah.
was, because I wasn't in my right mind at that moment in time. It just felt like stagnant and just not going anywhere. And that ride that I took just kind of randomly. And sometimes that's just how it has to start.
The universe.
Yeah, the universe just talks to you and tells you, you know what, you belong at this place at this time. And I was at that place at that time and made amazing friends and still friends today. But yeah, I went on a quick little bike ride to the store, was gonna get a lottery ticket, and I just went, and I was on my mountain bike. I saw like a whole bunch of roadies, shout out to the Rebels, by the way, a whole bunch of road crew just congregating there, and they were like getting ready to go. And I said, I rolled up to them, just kind of, being a, friendly person. And I was like, when are we riding? And they were like, right now, go get your helmet. And so I hauled ass home, grabbed my helmet, came back, and I didn't know they were going to do like 22 miles. I didn't know that. I was just going because it was a bike ride and I knew I liked bike riding. And 22 miles later with the
On a
Night
mountain
Rebels
bike?
on a mountain
Oh
bike.
man.
Yeah, I'm glad you understand.
Yeah.
Because it's a fat tire. So
Yeah.
different bikes are used for different things, right? And I had no idea at the time. It was 2016, almost 10 years ago. Wow. Almost, 10 years ago. And then, so on a mountain bike, it's a struggle. 22 miles, it's heavier. So so they ride on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so that was a Tuesday. On Thursday, don't you know, I had a Facebook Marketplace bike with a skinny tire, and I was ready for 50 miles. No, but it really was elevating. Like it really changed my mindset, because I'm not a runner. Like, no, I can't do that. So bike riding is the only exercise that if I'm not able to do it, I get upset about it. Like, it's like, man, I missed that ride. I never regret a ride that I go on, but I always regret a ride that I miss. So it changed me for the better, and it just propelled me into this whole realm of writing to feel better, to balance yourself. You talked about balance earlier. She has a really cool scale tattoo on her arm.
Nice.
And that hit home with me, because you do need balance. Whether it's stress, there's some good stress and there's some bad stress, right? So you have to balance your work and fun life, and you have to balance your relationships. There's so much that goes into just living every day that bike riding for me allows me to persevere through the bad stuff, because it's just such a negative, because it's such a positive impact to my well-being.
So we did a community bridge bike ride this
Ooh,
morning
yes.
that HYPEBYKE host, and I overheard you talking about balance when you were riding. I was watching her. She was riding with no hands, and I
So
just
adventurous.
feel like that is just. I mean, it's just a great example
Because you have to keep
yeah.
moving. In order to stay balanced on a bike, you have to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop. You can't stay still because on a bicycle,
You'll fall
yeah,
to either side.
exactly. So you have to maintain that balance.
Interesting.
But in order to do that, you have to keep moving. You can't just abort mission.
Yes. So speaking of your cycling from the early days to now, like how has it evolved since then?
Gosh, so if you don't mind.
Oh, I would love.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. No.
Melanie is at the heart. Melanie is at the heart of our cycling community
Oh, wow,
here
thank
in
you.
Corpus Christi. She's such a big leader in the bike world here in our local community. So I would love for you to go ahead.
Thank you.
Ladies edition. Some tissues
Yeah.
here.
So the reason like Hype Bike came to be was because I really appreciated what cycling did for me. And I wanted to bring that to other people because I know other people are struggling. They're going through whatever they're going through, and some of them need an outlet. A lot of our bike riders are going through their own struggles, right? And so they need something, right? Some people choose the kind of wrong paths, right? Alcoholism, drug abuse, and that's not healthy. And so bike riding is a healthy alternative, and that's why I brought Hype Bike. With Nelson's help, what's up, honey? With Nelson's help, he's been there for me from the jump, and and so I just wanted to bring that happiness and that balance to the community, and having Hype Bike has allowed me to do that, and it's also helped me get an insight into people who don't do it for exercise or balance. They do it because that's their only option.
Or even awareness, like for people that don't ride. Because real quick, Nelson's on YouTube.
Yeah.
He says hello. That iBike CC you mentioned last time, it just had me more conscious of the bike lanes that we have in town. I mean, some of them aren't even bike friendly, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So just having that awareness for people that don't ride, I think is important as well. So CC BMX, what drew you to BMX, or what keeps you passionate about it?
All right, so our story in BMX starts way back, specifically for my husband. He grew up in the south suburbs of the Chicago area, and he started racing when he was young until he was about a teenager, and then he rode for a stunt team. So they did events like shows, they did tricks like on ramps and stuff like that. And then into his 20s and 30s, he really kind of focused on trail riding. He traveled around building trails. So he's kind of done all of it.
Wow.
But where our paths meet was in Austin. So I'm originally from Corpus Christi, but I went to college in Austin, and he was there visiting to build trails and ride trails, and that's where we met. So in a way, I feel like our family exists because of bikes. Like if bikes hadn't have brought him to Austin,
Wow.
I don't know if our paths would have ever
That's cool.
like crossed in this world, him being from Chicago area and me from South Texas.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I feel like our family was like forged through BMX.
That's nice.
Bicycles do that. They
Yeah.
bring people together.
Oh yeah.
So fast forward, we moved to Corpus, we get married, we have some kids, 3 kids. And in this time, he kind of steps away from riding bikes. There were no trails here for him to ride, and there was no track. The track was already closed at the time, and he really didn't pick up bikes again until our oldest daughter, she's 10 now, until she was 6, and she picked up her bike.
Wow.
And we saw that she loved riding bikes, and he wanted to ride with her. So the first thing they did, he asked her, do you want to try racing? And she said yes. And they went actually to Greenwood, because there wasn't much online about it. We couldn't figure out if it was closed or not.
Yeah.
So they went there and it was closed. So he said, let's find the next nearest track. And that happens to be 2.5 hours away
Whoa.
in San Antonio at Lone Star. But my husband, being the dedicated bike dad that he is, he took our daughter there, and she loved it. And that's really what started it. For like, that's where our BMX racing story begins.
Yeah.
And we've been going there for 4 years now. And
Wow.
all 3 of my kids race now. My husband races. I don't race, but I'll say it now. If we get a track up and running in Corpus, I will enter my first race.
Challenge you right now.
And
Challenge you right
Melanie, I'm challenging you to
I'll take
sign
it.
up and race with me.
I'll take it.
Yeah?
I'll do it. I'll do this.
I-
Wait. What size tire?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm 20. I don't know. I'm 42, dude.
We do
these knees don't do what they used to.
cruiser's like 24.
cruiser?
Yeah, we can do cruisers women's
Alright.
class. We can
Alright.
we can create.
Jesus,
a-
you in?
Mm.
Or is it all women?
no,
All
we'll be
women?
like a women's. Well, you have to have 3 to run a race.
Okay.
So,
We'll recruit. We're gonna have to recruit some
I'll-
ladies.
I'll-
Any old
I'll go on the
ladies
bridge-
out
I'll go on the
there?
bridge
Any
with you
old
guys.
ladies
I'll do that for sure.
It is a fun ride. It's
Yeah.
so like empowering once you get up there.
You're talking about the Harbor Bridge, right?
Mhm, The new
Yeah.
one. The new one. It's got a 10-foot path.
I don't race, but I do ride a dirt jumper, which is kind of like a mountain bike.
Okay.
And today was my second time to do it. And the first time I did it, it was such a challenge.
Wow.
And because I'm on one gear
Yes.
of my bike, it doesn't have.
Right.
It's not really.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I would
Single
suggest
gear, no
That's
fear.
tough.
Single
I
gear, no
suggest
fear.
a road bike or e-bike, but she's on a 1 gear too.
I am.
So
Is it? Wait, hold on. Is that like is it like a trend nowadays, or because I've seen a couple of other dudes? Who was it? Corpitos Cruisers.
Oh yeah, shout out Corpitos Cruisers.
Yeah, Corpitos Cruisers.
And Los
shout out.
Homies. All of them. all
He
of
was
them.
like no weak legs, skinny legs, or chicken legs.
No
or something
chicken
like that.
legs.
Yeah,
Yes, and
something
then he
like
says no e-bikes.
Yeah.
What do you got against e-bikes? Yeah, so no chicken because they put in mileage.
Yeah.
They put in heavy
Oh, yeah.
mileage.
I mainly like to ride trails, and
Yeah,
but
okay.
we'll go to San Antonio, ride trails around there, and pump tracks are fun too. And I like paved trails are fun also.
So it's a different world between
It
the
is.
type. Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
interesting.
but this time today, I made a couple of tweaks on my bike. I didn't wear a backpack this time. Last
Oh,
time I
yes.
had a backpack and a drone in it, and
You're
it was
right.
like very heavy.
Nice.
So I learned, and so the first time I did it, I stopped and I walked a lot.
We all do it at
And
our own pace.
Yeah,
today
probably.
I didn't walk any, and I only stopped 2 times. And actually, I've been kind of like training for this.
Oh,
Good.
I've been really trying to like build myself up to do
Takes a
this.
good 4 months
Yeah.
or so to like,
And
really build.
I was really proud of myself today.
I was proud
yeah.
of you too.
Thank you.
I was.
And obviously
It's a good
she is such a big motivator, and I see her in front of me like she's just pedaling, and she's not pedaling, she's like just keep pedaling, just keep
Yeah,
pedaling.
we have some guys on our crew that his name is shout out to Scott, our bike mechanic. Shout out. He was going on the bridge, incline already,
No.
and doing a wheelie.
Oh no.
I said, "This dude."
No.
I didn't see that.
So yeah, that was our last
That's-
ride. Isn't that wild?
Oh,
Like
that is
okay, because and then he passes me up. I'm like,
No way.
really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I take it. I respect it.
Yeah, I've seen some of them dudes like they're not the back wheel the whole time they're cruising.
It's wild.
That's
isn't it?
wild. Yeah.
Talk about balance.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turn-
we go up on the bridge every Sunday morning.
Oh,
8,
okay.
8 a.m. We
8
meet
a.m.?
up at Hype Bike,
Dope.
give out donuts, drink some
Yeah, I'm
coffee.
gonna have to rent a bike from you so I can
Yeah,
check.
it's a
'cause I
great
don't have a bike.
time, and it's a huge motivation
Yeah.
for your personal like goals too. What I've seemed to find for myself.
Yeah, is it
It's
too
gotten easier.
is it too
Yeah.
late to start riding a bike for somebody that's
No.
never ridden ever?
No,
Never.
never ridden ever. I know
Never ridden
Sharon.
ever.
Shout out to Sharon, right? iBike CC,
Yeah, yeah,
our
yeah.
lead on this. She is getting a certification in teaching people how to ride
Oh,
bikes.
wow. Really?
So yeah, absolutely. So
Dope.
she's working on that. But no, I don't think it's too late. Or and if you feel like your balance may be a little off, try a tricycle.
Mm.
Try a tricycle.
Yeah, they do make those too,
because
for
it
real.
triangle's the strongest shape I hear.
Dope.
But yeah, try that, and
Yeah.
Probably
maybe
start on an e-bike too, right? Because you
Oh,
can
nice.
switch back and forth, like
Oh,
pedaling.
yeah.
absolutely
Good
some
idea.
assistance. If you do feel like your body may not be able to handle it, try an electric bike. Get some assistance. That's what
So
they're
balance
for.
is the main thing. It seems like it,
Mhm.
when
For
you
a
feel like-
bicycle, for a tricycle, it's a little different. But we got you.
Yeah, for
We got
sure.
you.
Turning passion into mission isn't easy. Let's talk about how you turned your love of cycling into a business and a community movement. You initially dreamed of an indoor pump track. What did scaling back teach you about flexibility as an entrepreneur?
Well, it taught me that sometimes the bigger picture starts off small, right? You have to
Mm.
plant the seed first. And and truthfully, like without the infrastructure here in Corpus Christi, I'm kind of glad I started smaller. Because let's be real, even your BMX track, how are kids going to commute? How are people going to commute to the track? Probably by bike,
Mhm.
maybe. I mean, going out on
Take
a limb
take
here,
take the bus,
but
walk,
take the
whatever.
bus, alternative uh, vehicles, right?
Mm.
So I'm kind of glad we scaled it back a bit because our city just isn't prepared for that type of influx.
Mm.
Now I know I'm talking about like a indoor pump track versus a bicycle retail store.
Mm.
Um, but scaling back helped me see a broader picture as to what was needed, or what Corpus Christi could become.
Mm.
So I'm grateful that I did it in this way. Also, an indoor pump track is very expensive.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's
Fun though.
Oh yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, super fun. It's basically a track, but inside, and it would have been like, well, I say it would have been. I mean, the hope is still there. The hope is still there, but modular. So like,
That's cool.
what it's configured one day may not be the same as it's
Switch it
configured
up.
another day. Yeah. So that was the original plan. But I'm glad I started where I did because I don't think our city is quite ready.
Yeah, we were talking earlier before air, and just kind of aside from this topic, we're talking about the track at Salinas, right?
Mhm.
And how it compares to, say, the skate park, right?
Yeah.
Because the skate park is, you can't, I mean, it's not really geared toward events like you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the city council doesn't know about it, or if they think it's like that. That's maybe the reason why. You know what I mean? People have
That's a great
speculation.
point. That's
You
a
know what I'm
great
saying?
point. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that is a big challenge that we keep running into is that it's been hard to just explain to them what BMX racing is and what it looks like and how it's structured. And it isn't a pump track. It isn't, something that is just free for the public to go to at any point in time.
Mm.
There are some race tracks that are set up where there's a partnership between the who's operating the track and in state, like while it's sanctioned and
Mhm.
having sanctioned events, and then the city has freedom to do whatever they would like to do also. But the challenges that you see there is if you open it up to everyone,
Mhm.
people aren't going to be respectful to the track. And in the end, we're going to be paying lots of money trying to repair it all the time.
Right.
If people are going out there on motorbikes or just damaging the track in,
Yeah.
whatever kind of way.
Yeah, for sure. It makes me think about like the pools, like,
Yeah.
because I take my kids to the pool and they gate it, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, and lock it whenever it's not in operation and stuff like that. So they
Mhm.
could do the same with the bike track, the
Yeah,
BMX
and
track.
that's what it was for many years previously.
Really?
When it was operating under STX BMX
Mhm.
from 2012 to 2017, that's how it was set up. It was a USA BMX sanctioned track. It was locked.
It
Only,
was.
yeah,
Wow.
and it was only open on the designated days, which typically, like, take for example Lone Star BMX in San Antonio. They have one day where they do practice, like on a Tuesday.
Mhm.
They race on a Thursday and race on a Saturday, and then in between they might have some other clinics,
Yes.
and but they are only open during those times, those scheduled times, and then the rest of the time it's locked, and people aren't allowed to go on it.
Oh man. Wow. You can say something?
Yeah, I was. So you were saying like, is the city aware, right? I don't know if the city is aware of what a sanctioned racetrack could bring.
Yeah, and that's what we've been trying
Okay.
to educate them and everyone on, because to be fair, the sport of BMX racing has been gone from our city
Mhm.
for years now. And unless you grew up doing it, or maybe you're from a different place and moved here, a different place that had a track and moved here, you probably don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
And so we've been trying to just show them what it is and what it's all about. And that's just been like a big hurdle for us.
Right. So what are some of the things that it could bring? I mean,
Consider X Games.
oh yeah.
it could bring some sort of
Well,
Okay, so having these events would bring revenue, stuff like that
yes,
to help. Okay.
absolutely.
exactly.
So every USA BMX sanctioned track, like in Texas, has the ability to host a state qualifier race. So this is one of the series that we do the state races, and then at the end of the year, which is in I think 2 weeks, they have a state final, which is going to be in Houston. And it's so much fun. I mean,
Wow.
this is something that got me hooked in the sport too, was
So
just
cool.
our family traveling to all these different tracks to go to these state qualifier races. And we would make a whole weekend out of it. And
Lori,
you know,
if I may, how many people do you think attend?
well, hundreds and hundreds. Yeah, in the hundreds. And I because I do drone videography and drone photography, I always capture that footage while we're there. And I have shown the city before, and I played it at city council. Just for them to get a perspective, like look at all these cars and people are camping out all around the track, and this brings all these people to come to your city. And not only are they spending money in hotels, but at the restaurants, and they're staying extra nights, especially for Corpus. Everyone that we speak to in this community, all the different tracks that we go to around Texas, they all say, please bring the track back to Corpus. We want a beach vacation. We want to go down there, and we want to spend the whole weekend and hang out there. And so everyone really wants this. Everyone is really rooting for this in the BMX community.
It funds itself. It brings it
Yeah,
brings the money
and
to our city.
It's like duh, right?
And if they don't, then no, I mean, nothing, if it's not,
Right.
if we can't hold races and we can't have events, then it's just a dirt track, and no one's gonna really travel for that.
Do they have? It makes me think of like the schools. You know what I mean? Maybe it could be part of like a UIO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of our board members are really trying to work
Oh,
a program with that too. So
wow. It seems like there's a lot of money in the school system. You know what I mean? And that could be, and that's interesting. That could be an interesting avenue.
yeah. So
to
I mean,
partake in.
not only would it be great for the local community and just our local races, bringing kids out. It's such a positive sport. It's a family sport. It's a generational sport. It's super cool to be out there and you see little kids from 2 years old to their parents racing, to their grandparents racing.
Nice.
And there's just so many positive things about it.
Yeah.
So not only and just at that level, and it's also a sport for everyone. Take my son, for example. He's 6 years old and he's on the autism spectrum. But where some team sports might not be for him, he can ride his bike.
Yeah.
This sport, he loves this sport. I mean, he can do this. I mean, it's like a minute race, or I mean, depending on how fast you are. It could be up to a minute race. And this is something he can hyper focus on. And so this is someone from, like his skill set all the way to someone who's training for the Olympics, because it's an Olympic sport also.
Wow.
So
That's amazing.
I just feel like it's a sport everyone belongs in this sport. There's
Wow.
something for everyone.
So where are y'all at now as far as getting the track back up again?
Great question.
Because you have been to city council, you talked to them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What's happening at the moment right now?
So at the moment, we are in design phase with the park at Salinas Park. The track is in the design phase, and that sounds great, which it is, because at this
It's a
point,
step forward, yeah.
Yes.
they're working on it. But plot twist.
Remix.
There was a $50,000 bond for design. And a couple months ago, the city went and hired their own AE, architect, engineer,
Okay.
to do a design at the track. And this is not a USA BMX approved architect or designer.
Okay.
And essentially it's still in the process. So, but essentially what they were just going to fix up what's there and just resurface what's there. And it wouldn't be a USA BMX sanctioned track. And
Right.
so that money's gone.
Oh.
And they've told us too that there's no funds for construction at all. So we're just kind of confused, like, for one, like why they skipped us in a big step with the design, and what, you know, their plans would be moving forward with this design. I mean, they paid him like, I shared it with her.
Wait, so they paid
A
the
lot of
guy,
money.
nothing-
Yeah.
So they paid him. The money's
Yeah.
gone, and nothing happened to the track.
And essentially,
Right.
And then there's no money to construct it. And if
Oh, shit.
they would have worked with us from the beginning,
Mhm.
we could have provided a design with USA BMX for under that budget.
Wow.
And potentially been able to shift some of that remaining design fund to construction fund. I don't know if you really can do that or not, but that's what we were hoping. And we talked to Parks and Rec about maybe doing that. And so they just skipped a big step with us. And I know Adam Rios, he's on our board.
Sure.
He's an amazing advocate
He is.
for the alternative sports community here in Corpus. And he goes to city council and speaks a lot at public comments. And he did mention it this past week
Mhm.
on Tuesday.
Okay.
He did like let the city council know what's going on.
Mhm.
And I think that they were a little bit shocked too, because
so?
they didn't know.
Really?
They didn't know about
That's what I was
this.
gonna ask. So
Yeah.
did they know before they got their own architect that they needed it to be USA BMX certified?
I don't think so, because they didn't consult us. And that's kind of, I think, where the frustrations are lying
Oh,
with
okay.
everyone, is that we should have been brought to the table.
Mm.
Just like with the skate park at West Guth that Adam helped get that built. You know, they went straight to the skate park designer. They just went straight to one,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
and they said, you know, like they had, you know, the specialist build it.
Right.
And you can't really skip that step.
You can't.
Surveys
what
need
you're
be
trying to do,
conducted,
basically.
a whole
Yeah.
bunch
It's a
of
big
research
step.
needs to be
Yeah.
done, and
But
collaboration.
we're being very positive about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's salvageable. I think that it's
Cool.
not 100% signed and sealed. USA BMX, we've been in talks with them, with the AE and the city and Parks and Rec. And we're going to try to work together moving forward before it gets to that 100% design.
That's cool.
So
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good to hear.
it was kind of like, it's a bummer that it happened the way it happened,
Mhm.
but we're going to stay positive moving forward.
Yeah. That's
We'll just
good.
say lessons were learned.
Yeah. No. man, for real. Lessons learned could have saved a lot of money too.
Yep.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
Collaboration is key. It really
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I guess I really shouldn't have said. I mean, I'm skeptical sometimes, and sometimes I pick a side, and I'm trying not to. So, yeah,
it's
for
kind of like
sure.
you don't want Corpus to do the Corpus thing.
Yeah,
You
like I
know?
want.
like don't do the Corpus thing. We're trying to stop them from doing the Corpus thing.
Yeah, yeah. That
And
makes
this
sense.
is an easy win.
It's already what percentage would you say it's kind of built already?
Oh, I mean, the fence is there already. You know, Jeff clicked
It's-
the
it's
old
got the-
TO.
the-
It wouldn't take a whole lot to get it revamped up and running again. Of course, there's some things that we would like to improve. We would like to at least have it sealed, and not just a dirt track. Because a smooth track is a track that people are going to want to ride. If it's bumpy and it's rough, you know, no one's really going to want to ride it. So
So part
That's
of it's
one thing
already.
we
So
want.
it's part of it's already there.
The blueprint is there. The footprint is there. It wouldn't take a whole lot. And with USA BMX's help, if they would have consulted with us in the beginning, yeah, we could have done this under budget with that $50,000 bond money. But it's, you know, we can't, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, yeah.
with it.
So how's iBike CC? Because their part is more like road safety for cyclists and stuff like that.
Right. There
Is
was that new path that's coming up behind Carroll High School.
Okay. Cool.
So ours is more along the lines of creating a network of safe bike lanes, because sometimes paint just won't do it. I don't know about you, but a car weighs a lot. The last time I checked, it weighs a couple tons. And paint is not going to stop a vehicle from crossing over paint.
Yeah. man.
So that's more the initiative of iBike CC, is making sure that people can, or cyclists, or and then it goes beyond cycling, really, Jesus, because you're talking about accessibility. You're talking about mobility. People who are limited to a wheelchair or some kind of hover around device, or maybe who are on foot. So it goes a little bit beyond just bike riding. People who are who don't have the option to own a vehicle. We're talking about all of those people as well. So opening up mobility paths, if you will, accessibility paths, if you will, safe mobility and safe accessibility. So just take the notion out of cyclists, right? Take the bicycle out of your mind for just a split second. We're talking about people getting from A to B to C to D, all over Corpus, north to south, east to west, like a whole network of alternative methods of commuting, so to speak.
Wow.
So
That's cool.
that's what iBike.cc, and even though we say iBike.cc, it's beyond that. It's more than that.
Cool.
So there's a new path opening up behind Carroll Lane. There's some other paths in the works. We are now a 501 nonprofit organization as well.
Cool.
We try to earn money to be able to implement. Right now, we were looking at supplying libraries with bicycle tools so that people can go in, tweak their bike if they need to.
Cool.
Children, right? Children can pop into a library, check out some tools,
Yeah.
work on their bike, putting trailheads. I know Sharon is, she did the Adopt a Park. So once a month, she goes and cleans up the park, and it's a group effort. So I invite everyone to follow iBike.cc to help get this movement going.
Cool.
But yeah, it's important to be able to navigate safely through our city without the worry of incident.
Danger.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peligroso.
I did.
Yeah,
Peligroso.
it's muy
Spanish word.
peligroso. It's really dangerous to walk on our streets, man.
I think it was last year I did a community ride with iBike and on the island with my daughter, and I probably didn't even realize how dangerous it was on some of those. I mean, like, it's a bike lane, but it's not protected like some you see in San Antonio and Austin. What are they called?
There's like a barrier,
Like a divider.
divider median,
or those
so
like
to speak.
poles.
Yeah.
And just even if they could have some of those in like the more congested areas where traffic is a little bit scary, and I mean, even like I live on an island, I've lived there for 15 years, and I didn't realize how scary it was with my daughter on some of those streets riding through the neighborhood.
That's why we ride in groups.
Yeah.
Safety in numbers. Really.
Yeah, I think the Get Led guys, I had seen them downtown, and they were taking up both lanes, and as a driver, I was like, "You're in my lane," you know what I mean? It's cool what you're doing, just you're in my lane.
Newsflash, Jesus, we're allowed to be in the
But
street.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, no,
So
definitely.
by law,
Yes.
bicycles are allowed to be in the street. However, we need to maintain our full right side.
Okay, so
Slower traffic to the
yeah,
right.
no
we are
kidding.
slow.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys are in the lane. Do your bikes have to have a certain, I guess, I think in DOT, like reflectors, lights?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
So
okay.
you can get a citation if you don't have a front light or a rear light or reflectors.
So do you have to have a light or just reflectors?
A light,
Okay.
the lights, yeah.
Okay,
lights.
cool. For
And
sure.
so, like, municipal code says also that cyclists are not allowed to be on the sidewalk, impeding foot traffic. We cannot
Oh.
impede foot traffic.
Wow, so
Yeah.
so it really
So
is
where do we go?
Yeah,
right?
where do you go?
Where do we go?
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
legally, we're allowed to be on the road with the cars.
Of course, yes.
we all know
yes,
that's
yes.
dangerous, though, right?
Yes.
So that's why we ride in
You
groups.
get honked
but-
at and
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had some friends that get harassed and stuff thrown at them.
yeah.
Someone did I swear they were at least, I don't know, what's this, 3 feet? A truck almost hit me on Wooldridge. Scared the living crap out of me.
I mean, people are probably just on their phones.
Oh, absolutely.
And not even paying
and that
attention.
even more so why we need something safer.
Yeah.
Because I'll admit, I mean, we're distracted, right?
Yeah.
Myself included. We're not prepared here. We see people on bikes, but we're just not prepared as a community for that method, right?
Not like-
sometimes we're not aware.
Not like San Antonio
Oh,
and
yeah.
Austin and unfortunately, a lot of us have to travel away from Corpus to do the recreational thing that we love
Yeah.
and to do it in a city that has it or provides it to us.
Mm.
And like even with iBike CC, I know that she goes all the time, like to just do the trails there, and
Yeah.
we don't have trails like that here. And
We were invited to Austin. Sorry to interrupt.
oh no, keep going.
We were Sharon and I were invited to Austin, and we checked out their miles and miles long trail,
Mhm.
and it got you all the way around the city.
That's
Any
amazing.
resource you could think of, it
That's
got
amazing.
you to it.
Wow.
And we've proposed like coinciding with the canal system, the drainage system of Corpus, right? So that's all a network, and it's kind of like in between neighborhoods. It's safe. So just pave that. I don't know, put a sidewalk there.
Yeah.
That way it gets you where you need to go, like
Wow.
Target. I really need to go to Target.
I want to
Let's
be able
get
to
to
go to
Target.
Target on my bike. That'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna, yeah, real quick. I'm gonna shout out some podcasts real quick, some
Sure.
local podcasts. I wanted to mention some of you guys. There's a lot. Let me see. Start with Recycle Corn podcast. They're on episode 114. The Walking Leader podcast, 322 episodes. Beer in the Movie. There are 371 episodes. These are all locally based. There's people either related to the city or from the city on these podcasts. That Dude Talks. It's a new podcast by Chris Longoria. The Slow Roast podcast by Blake, Joe, and Andy. Sports with Roland Marie and Andy again. Logan Lit podcast, Riding High podcast. They got like a network of podcasts. Paranormal Distortion, Corpus Christi Spook Central, Actors Creating Together, and then 361ccradio.com with Kirk D. Logan. Yeah, he's got like a gospel radio, gospel feel. It's pretty cool. You guys should check those out. I wanted to shout those podcasts out to let you guys know, obviously to shine some light on them. Some pretty cool people here, so check them out when you get a chance. But yeah, that's awesome, you guys. How do y'all think, as far as cycling goes and mental health and all this other stuff, how much of an effect do y'all think that cycling has on that, whether good,
it
bad?
allows me to
Yeah.
deal with people on a daily.
It's like a stress reliever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jesus, exactly. It is. I found myself like back in 2016, rewind with me if you will.
Mm.
I wasn't happy, dude. Like, let's be real. Like, I wasn't
Yeah.
happy. And sometimes the grind of our daily jobs, careers. I mean, if you're doing something that is in corporate, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
if you're not happy with it,
I'm just trying to understand, like put myself in your shoes.
yeah.
Like, what were you going through? Like family issues? Was it
My
your
health.
job, health
My
issues,
health
and
was
stuff
just-
like that?
Oh yeah, I was like 40 pounds heavier. I was like 40 pounds heavier. It was just a routine kind of
Yeah.
work, go home, sleep, eat, sleep.
Wow.
Work, go home, eat, sleep.
Like in a funk.
Yeah, in a funk. Exactly. That's the word.
Mm.
And you insert and it doesn't even have to be bike riding, art, an outlet, right? Some sort of outlet, cycling, artwork, getting involved in something. I know
Some
they
type
have
of
chess over here at
creativity.
Community Grocery.
Yeah, for sure.
Chess, something that stimulates your mind and that gets you, because you have balance, going back to balance, right? You can have
Being
good stress
cool.
and you can have bad stress.
Yeah.
And the way you let it affect you, you know how people say, oh, you let that live rent free in your head. Sometimes it's hard to get that out of there. So, and when me personally, when I'm on my bike, I don't think about anything.
Mm.
I just think about myself on the bike, on the road, going. That's it. I don't think about, oh man, I need to prepare for Battle of the Bikes coming up October 3rd.
Hey, we're getting to that. That's the next one. That's the next one.
I'm not thinking about that at that moment. I'm not thinking about
Yeah, yeah.
all the stuff that I need to do to prepare for anything. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm thinking about, wow, this is great. The day is gorgeous. Wow, that cloud looks like a duck. You know, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about just random stuff that makes me feel good. I'm not thinking about all the stuff that stresses me out. Now, when I get off my bike, different story.
Yeah.
I have to come back in, right? I have to-
Is there like a stretch
back.
where you go through, like, say, a couple of days, like you haven't ridden and you know that you have to go ride to relieve that stress? Do you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Yes.
Kind of like working out, like for me, like,
Yes.
because I got ADD, my mind is like constantly going, and I just feel I get to a point where like, man, I need to go and relieve some of this stress, and that's
Yes.
how I do it. Yeah.
I've gotten to that point before where like maybe I didn't have time. I'll say it this way: I didn't make time. 'Cause
Oh,
that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't have time; it's that I didn't make time.
right.
So there's been a couple weeks where I didn't make time for myself, That's really what it is. It's making time for yourself.
Mm.
And it just so happens that we get cool people to ride with us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah, how does community play a role in empowerment and I guess healing?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
How does community play a role in empowerment and healing?
You get to see and learn what other people are going through.
And
And sometimes you really just don't know what other people are going through, and it helps you get a perspective of, man, I really hope that person gets where they need to be. But then at the same time, it helps you realize I'm grateful that my issue isn't their issue. Like I'm glad that I'm where I'm at. It makes you grateful that you're able to relieve that stress on a bike. And it allows you to just have a different perspective.
Yo,
Totally.
yeah. I wanted to mention your swag you got going on.
Oh yeah, it's my BMX shirt.
Yeah,
So
nice
Dick's-
and bright.
Shout out to
looking
Dick,
good.
please send me some stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my
I don't know
BMX
if you
shirt.
noticed our hat.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a big fan.
Aw,
Cool.
thank you, Lori.
And she just got these really cool checkerboard hats.
Available now at HYPEBYKE.
Yeah.
411 People Street.
Yeah.
311 people.
Oh,
It's
it's okay.
okay.
The wrong,
It's okay.
sorry. What advice would you give someone who feels intimidated about getting started?
Go.
They don't pay your bills, so their opinion doesn't really matter. No, keep going. Cultivate
Yeah,
the passion. For real. Just keep going. Just do it.
yeah.
Just do it.
some people- for
You
some
either
people-
waste your time doing something that you're not going to love, or you're going to waste your time doing something you love. I'd rather the latter.
You're gonna get hated either way.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep going. Do it.
Yeah.
Don't
right
let
on.
anything stop you.
Let me give y'all some stickers real quick. So one of the coolest parts of cycling in the culture and the events that bring people together. Let me see. One of the coolest parts of cycling is the culture and the events that bring people together. So how did Battle of the Bikes start, and how has it grown over the years?
Battle of the Bikes is a celebration of how long HYPEBYKE has been in business. So it's a culmination of bicycles that are custom, that are unique, that are fabricated in such a way that's, I saw
Vintage.
vintage BMX.
Cool.
Category, so.
I saw that, and I'm excited to see your ride.
Yeah.
Or last time we talked about the whip.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
I'm excited to see your whip. So it's a showdown. Bring
cool.
your best bike. Bring that BMX you got. Shine it up. If you have a custom ride or like a rat rod, bring that bad boy too.
So what's the most wildest one you've seen out there? I mean, I imagine there's all kinds.
Well, there was our celebration last year. We had Liz Del Bosque. Shout out Liz. They were her and her husband are in the lowrider scene. So they do these lowrider car shows. They're seasoned show goers. I don't know what the word is, and they brought La Troca Loca. So imagine a trike morphed into a Chevy truck. Yeah, it's exactly what you just imagined.
Holy
So
smokes.
she has
I'm
like
still
a
trying to imagine it.
I think the tailgate like says Chevrolet
yes,
on it. Yeah.
it does. So there's a bed.
A
And
bed, an actual
like
bed
a,
on
well,
it.
it's a mini.
Oh,
it's a
mini bed, yeah,
mini
no,
bed.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it says Chevrolet. Sorry
That's
if it says
cool.
Ford. I'm so sorry. But she brought the heat last year. She had like her
Wow, that's so
serape.
cool.
She had like a skeleton riding it. Like it was wild, and that was kind of like the most interesting,
Unique.
like very unique. And then we have like these stretch cruisers where like people fabricate them to be longer than what they.
Wow,
Yeah, we're
that's
talking the limousine of bicycles here.
Wow.
Excited.
It's you're gonna have a great time.
So how do these events help build bridges across different cycling communities?
Awareness. If it had one word, I'd say awareness, because people sometimes don't realize that there's a bicycle community in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Right.
We all have trucks, we have
Yeah.
cars, we all have
Yes.
like
Yeah.
we're all in vehicles,
Yeah.
and so just seeing a bike. And I'm gonna say this because once I said it, I saw it everywhere. In every movie you watch, there's a bicycle. You're gonna see it now.
What?
I truly believe this.
unsee
Unless
it.
it's like some movie from like
Wow.
I don't know, like A Knight's Tale or some
That's
old movie.
perspective right there,
But
bro.
if you, as soon as you start watching like I'm sure you watch movies daily or
Why
whatever.
do you think that is? That's interesting.
Well, if you think about it too, like a lot of people's core memories are always like, oh, like I remember the day that I like rode my bike without training wheels, and
Yeah.
it's a part of a lot of so many people's lives in their childhood, and you don't really see that with a lot, not to hate on any other sport, but yeah, I
But
mean,
we
not
are.
everyone not everyone's like, I remember the
Low
first
key.
day I like skateboarded or surfed, or like not everyone thinks that, but I feel like a bike is such a big part of everyone's childhood memories and
Freedom. Think of freedom. Where would you go on your bike when you were younger? Anywhere you wanted,
Ooh.
right?
Wow.
Like there was no limitation.
It
You
makes
could,
me think like you start crawling, you start walking, and then after you're walking, you're like, I want to go faster. So
it's like a rite of passage.
the bike is like the next rite of
yeah,
passage.
it's a milestone for sure, right?
It is, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, when I think about when I was younger riding bikes, I would go everywhere. Ditches, go collect tadpoles.
Yeah.
Like
Ride with your friends
until
and-
the
yeah.
street lights came on. Like
That's
you think
cool.
of the nostalgia of just
Yeah.
being young and being free.
Mm.
Not having to worry about bills.
Yeah.
And all that other adult stuff, man. Ugh.
Cool.
That's
So
another thing I think of when I'm on my bike. It's
Yeah.
just like the freedom of it all.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Love
want to
that.
join you guys one of these days. For BMX, what's the energy like at track events? How does it impact young riders beyond sports? Beyond sport?
I love all of the BMX events. I think that's what really got me hooked is when I first started going to the state series specifically, because you show up and there's all these families there, and like I said, there's it's generational. You see people from 2 years old on the Strider bikes. Those are the bikes without the pedals, and kind of
yeah,
you
yeah.
push them. And all the way, up to grandparents, and everyone's got their canopies out. And this year we actually joined a team. Shout out Team Aftershock.
Yo.
And there's a sense of camaraderie, and I love that about this sport. And everyone's so supportive too. When the other tracks found out that we were trying to open this track here in Corpus, like all of the track operators from Lone Star in San Antonio all the way to Midland, West Texas, and they said, what can we do to help you?
Wow.
So the bike community, even though we're like in different corners, it's the same vibe. It's just
That's amazing.
It's beautiful.
So
The right people find you. They
Yeah.
really do. It's interesting how things just line up that way. Same thing happened with the bike shop. Like you just meet and the right people just gravitate towards you, and it kind of reminds you that you're where you should be.
how does that make you feel, like knowing that there's people in the community? Did you think that there wasn't going to be, like at the onset, you know what I mean? And then they just popped up and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, this is here. You know what I mean?
So many things lined up in such a positive way that I didn't have time to think about the
Yeah.
negative.
Oh.
To be truthful, like it was almost too easy for real, because
love that.
people they're like, oh, bikes, I love bikes, let me
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
talk to this person. And it is, you use the word exactly, camaraderie. It really is. No matter if you're BMX racing, no matter if you're a roadie, no matter if you're mountain biking, we're all brought together from different walks of life
Yeah.
because we love bikes.
Yeah, it makes sense that y'all want the city's help and keeping that camaraderie, I guess you can say, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for me, when we started this journey, trying to bring the track back, we weren't the first ones to try to do this. Since it closed in 2017, there's been multiple people that had made efforts to try to get this back. And what I was able to do was try to gather all those people and join forces, because that, I think, was where it was kind of like falling apart too, that there was all these different people trying
Separate
on their,
ways.
yeah,
Convolute
on their
things,
own.
it convolutes things highly.
And now most of us are on this board that we have created, Corpus Christi BMX, and I think that that's really what's going to make a difference in the long run, is that we are all doing this together. We're moving forward together, and the city, they got to jump on with us.
Right,
And
right. Real quick,
I think they will.
Martha Lynn Morales on YouTube says, "Awesome interview."
Shout out to my mom. Thank you,
Hey,
Mom.
thanks a lot, Mom.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you.
giving birth to me.
So,
Thank you for giving birth to her.
have you talked to these any one of the have you talked to the council members individually, like send them an email, try to talk to them
Yes.
personally? Yes.
Yes. And so since it was brought up at the last city council meeting in public comments, several of the city council members have reached out to our board and said that they want to be involved moving forward. They want to be in our board meetings. They want to be in our parks meetings. That now that they are aware of what's going on, they want to see this move. They want to be, they're supporting it.
Okay.
They want to be a part of it, and they
Are
want to
all
help
of,
us.
are all of them on board, or just a few
Some
of them? Okay.
yeah. I haven't heard from all of them, but especially I think Eric Cantu is.
I was gonna say, do you want to mention a few of
Yeah,
them?
he is the council member for that district.
Oh, okay.
Where Salinas Park is. So I know he has always been supportive of this, but they're very busy, and this isn't a priority at the moment. And it's a priority to us, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Definitely.
and that's we want to help them. This isn't like we don't profit from this. Even in the future, like we are volunteering our time. There's no monetary gain out of this. We want to help them, and this should be an easy win for them, because who's going to protest this? Like who's going to this doesn't hurt the environment. Like all the things that the city's dealing with that's negative right now. This is a positive.
It's a community issue.
Yeah. And I mean, let's go Corpus. Like
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Let's
let's get a win.
like since I started the podcast, I was never really into my city. I've just, like I said before, I've just kept to myself, my family, providing for my family. And when I started it, I realized how many people like you guys actually care about the city, supporting local and stuff like that. And I'm just like Team Corporate, just like you know. And
Yeah, we think that that's something that we share, is that we love our city and we don't want to have to travel
yeah,
away to do the recreational thing that we or the sport that
or
we
even
do.
move out. Some people move
Yeah.
out.
They
It's like
just leave
I
it.
mean, for us, like to practice our sport, we have to drive 2.5 hours away. And that's crazy. Imagine like if you did soccer or football and just
Yeah.
on a weeknight for practice, you had to drive for 5-hour round trip. And when we're looking at this track over here and saying like this is 30 minutes down the street, like
Right there.
like what can we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just, it's not sustainable, like traveling so much. And when we love our city and
We do.
we want to have our sport here.
yeah, for sure.
Jesus, you brought up kind of like a good point. You said which council people are
Mhm.
aware, which ones are engaged. So just for how you can make a difference, people watching, reach out to your council people. Let them know it's something you want.
Yeah.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? So if it's something that you want to advocate for, watchers, viewers, contact your city rep. Go do a what's it called? The speaking at the meeting.
Public
Public-
comment.
Yeah, public comment. There you go. Go to public comment. Really voice your opinion and your stance on these issues, because if the city doesn't know we need it, how's it going to come if nobody knows about it, or so
Yeah.
like they can assume that things are wanted, but when you use your voice to propel forward, that's when things really get done.
Yeah, for sure. So
Absolutely.
with that public comment, do the issues of that day have to be on your issue, or can you just comment?
No, like, so for me, I'm a very visual
Mhm.
learner. Like I grasp things a lot better if I see it. Like
Mhm.
someone can tell me something, but I got to see it. So when I went, I played a video because you get 3 minutes, and
Right.
I put together a 2-minute video of footage that I had captured just from different tracks throughout the year, different events, and I played them a video, and that's something you can do also. And I know Shireen, she does like
Shireen does.
WebEx.
She does.
She does. You can WebEx in.
You okay? So when you showed the video on that day, was the topics that they were
No,
So
I
the-
started off by saying this is a city related
Okay.
topic. It's not on the agenda, but we would love for it to be in the future.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, definitely. Man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything y'all want to talk about or discuss that you haven't talked about yet?
Ooh, we got
Please.
some announcements.
Yes.
Okay, so something exciting that is coming in, let me tell you the date. In November, on November 7th, the Texas BMX Hall of Fame is hosting an induction ceremony here in Corpus Christi. This is the first time that their organization is having their annual induction ceremony in Corpus, and also in a town that has no track.
Wow.
So that kind of shows how much, you know, they are rooting for Corpus. They want to come to Corpus. People want to visit Corpus, and that is also helping kind of give us more momentum too. And but that whole weekend, I think the Friday night they're going to have like a little reunion, and Saturday morning HYPEBYKE is going to host a community ride.
Nice.
And then that afternoon, they're having the induction ceremony at the DoubleTree on North Beach. So,
Awesome.
So if we could get the track ready by November 7th,
Yeah.
we greatly appreciate it. Okay, thank
Don't
you.
embarrass us.
So make me look bad. That's fun.
I got some shovels.
Yay.
Let's go ahead and get it done by November 7th.
Yeah.
So an upcoming event for us, we already kind of dropped it, right? Battle of the Bikes
Battle of Bikes.
this Friday. Oh my God, you see, I'm shaking.
What's the date? Exact date?
October 3rd.
October 3rd.
Celebrating 3 years
And what
on
time?
October 3rd. Well, so it's Art Walk. So
Okay.
6
Oh,
p.m.
yeah. Okay.
So it coincides with Art Walk with Downtown Management District. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Is Weird Corpus still?
Shout out to them anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're still engaged, but I know Dusty and Produce, and they throw massive block parties.
Oh, yeah.
So that's always appreciated. But yeah, October 3rd, celebrating 3 years, Battle of the Bikes, Texas Gunslinger Edition. So deck out your bikes, shine them up, get them rolling to 311 People Street on October 3rd.
Dope. That's nice. Real quick, I want to shout out some Facebook community. Thanks you guys for liking posts and stuff on Facebook community page that we have, Corpus Christi Originals community. You can post whenever you want, just, you know, whatever, so people can have some type of awareness, people that follow this podcast. So here's some commenters that we've been commenting: Marisol Lopez, Rick Santana, Daniel Perales, John DeYano, Mickey Metal, Robbie Casas, Isaiah Brosig, who else? Chris Longoria, James M. Clem, Neil Smith, Jay Everett, and Bobby Vela. Thanks for commenting on the Facebook community page. I try to put engagement posts and stuff like that where people can comment. And yeah, thanks for that part of the community. We're talking about community here. And follow the Corpus Christi Originals community page if you want to be a part of that. But thanks a lot, you guys. So, women in cycling and entrepreneurship. You want to go there?
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So, yes, since it's our first women's edition, let's talk about being women leaders in cycling and entrepreneurship. What challenges have you faced as women in this space, and how did you overcome them?
You first.
No pressure.
Yeah, right. Zero pressure. Man, I take examples from other businesses that have a heavy female influence on them. Like even here in the building we're in, Ceci de Oliveira, she owns Chica's Rock.
Chica's Rock.
Like that's a great community event, and I admire her very much. Yeah,
That's so cool.
and her and Tina Lane over at House of Rock. She owns her own. What is it? I think she owns Gold Dust. Yeah.
Wow.
She's an influential person.
Cool.
Melanie Munoz, she owns the Blue Shore Pedal Lounge. Tracy Guajardo, she, like all these women who are entrepreneurs today, right now, we're kind of paving the way, right? And whether it's brick by brick or laying out the red carpet, I think females in just even this downtown region alone are making such great impacts to each other, right? Learning from each other.
Amazing.
And I think so negative, no time.
Mm.
No time for
No time
negative
for-
stuff. No.
That's a good. I like that.
And then I mean our male counterparts super helpful. Actually the late Mr. Hoover, who owned the Nueces Lofts, he saw something in HYPEBYKE
Wow.
that I hadn't even seen when we were creating it. And he had wanted a bike shop there, and you know, rest in peace, Mr. Hoover. But he saw something that I hadn't, and just his support was influential all by itself. His piece of advice to me was keep going.
Wow.
So here I am.
Thank you for
I'm going.
sharing that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any negativity from male counterparts either. Like in what I'm doing specifically, trying to
Yeah.
advocate for a BMX track here. Everyone's been pretty supportive. No one's really tried to mansplain anything. But I
Hold
definitely
on, what is
There's
that?
the bike.
I've heard
The
that
bike. These are
before.
two wheels.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I've definitely had to ask my husband a couple of questions because I'm still learning
Yeah.
about the sport
We
too.
all are, yeah, we all are.
But if you want to look at the sport of BMX racing and just BMX in general, I would say that there is a gender gap. There's definitely more males, boys that ride and race. I mean, what do you see, Mel, like coming in to buy BMX bikes? Is it mostly? Do you get many
It's
ladies?
primarily
Yeah.
our male counterparts. Yeah. it is.
But one thing that I see at the track is those girls are fearless. Oh my gosh, my two daughters race, and they make me so proud. And
amazing.
some of the challenges that they run into at the track, is specifically like a local race, is there's not enough girls to
Oh, wow.
make like a moto class.
Where do I sign up?
For just, and then they end up racing against the boys. Silver lining there though is the boys push them, and sometimes they beat the boys, and that is a
Amazing.
huge
It is.
ego
It is.
boost.
My
and-
favorite thing is when a young man comes into the shop with like a flat tire or something wrong with his bike. They see me suited up with my gloves and my apron, and I'm like, all right, let's get in here, right? And they're like, wait, you're gonna fix it? Yeah,
I love that.
Yes, I'm gonna.
I wish I was there to see that.
I'm gonna fix it.
I'd be like, hell
So,
yeah.
It's interesting to see
Yeah,
the look
that's
in their
funny.
eye, like,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, also shout out to Taco, our other technician.
That's a cool
So,
name. I like
Taco.
that.
Yeah, he's cool. He only comes in on Tuesdays.
Oh,
I'm
right
just
on.
kidding. He's cool. He's a cool cat. He just
That's
joined
a
us
good one.
a couple weeks ago, and he's been doing amazing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I always love the little look in the young men's eyes when a woman is working on their bike for them.
Is it mostly like the same type of I guess problem when they come in, or is it
Oh
different?
no, they're all different.
All different kinds of
They're
stuff?
all different. Yeah, we're learning something new every day.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Mhm.
What advice would you give young women who want to start their own business or community project?
Go for it.
Just take the first step. Just do it, and go find your people, and everyone's better together. You really have to, like, even I see this, I have another community group, CC Creators, and we're like a local creator group of photographers, videographers, drone pilots, just anyone who considers themselves to be creative. I think that in that space, a lot of us felt like, we were on our own, doing our own thing, but just coming together, it's so beautiful. Like, and you can make differences whenever you join forces and have a community. Community is everything.
Community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Yeah, don't be scared. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
better.
do
It's
it.
better.
You like Nike, just do it.
So you mentioned, like, I guess like more men than women in sports, particularly. So how do you build confidence when you're the only woman in the room?
Ooh, good
Lead the way.
question. Yeah, I like that.
That's how you build confidence. You lead the way, and it allows them to kind of follow suit in a way. Some people say lead from behind. So when you give people the option to go forth, and you're knowing that they know that you got their back, that builds confidence. So, well, to me personally, I do feel that leading from behind is just as important as leading up front.
Wow. What legacy do you
Deep,
want?
right? So deep.
Yeah, man. I can
Said it.
imagine that, like,
You said it.
just confidence in general, just confidence in general for people is like, and especially if you're doing something you've never done before, you know what I mean? How do you have the courage to be able to do it,
Most people,
even though you told yourself, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean?
most people are more inclined to do something confidently when there's someone next to them.
For sure. It's
It's just how
amazing.
it is.
Yeah.
That's
For
how
sure.
that's how I've observed.
Or do it scared too.
Oh heck
Do it
yeah.
scared.
scared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
for
not
sure.
talk about
Great thing.
ziplining in Alaska. Right? I was terrified about that. I did it.
Yeah.
was
What's
pressure.
something that you've done scared before?
That ziplining in Alaska.
Oh,
It
shoot,
was
that's crazy.
terrifying.
Coming on this podcast.
Oh, that was a little nerve-wracking too.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, I've never been on a podcast before. This is my first one, and I was waiting for this one.
Oh,
Hey,
that's awesome.
it's awesome. What legacy do you want to leave for future women riders?
Well, I hope that we can open up this track at Salinas Park, and it stays open for generations to come. We want to set it up properly, and that's why we're kind of frustrated with the way the city's going right now, because we want it from the beginning to be a strong foundation so it lasts for 40, 50 years. And the sport, it's really just brought back to this whole region of South Texas, because there's no track south of San Antonio. Like on our Facebook page, sometimes we'll get people messaging in from Kingsville or the Valley, and they say, we would love to come to a track in Corpus. We can't go all the way to San Antonio, but we can come to Corpus. So in the beginning, like when we started this effort, it might have been kind of selfish for me, like for my kids, like I wanted a track for my kids. But after a while, it evolved into something more, and we saw that this is more than just us. This is bringing a whole sport back to a whole region, all of South Texas. And yeah, we hope that we can do that.
Yeah, it's somewhat. Oh, sorry, you guys. What's going on, you guys, on YouTube? She-Log Girl Rock says, carry on the legacy of BMX for Corpus Christi. We have some great women riders that started here in the 80s. These ladies make me proud.
I have a feeling that's one of our board members,
That's
Sharon.
amazing.
Shout out,
Thanks a
Sharon.
lot, Sharon.
Yes. Oh man,
Wow.
if you could ever get that group
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
on just to talk about the history
Oh, yes.
of BMX in Corpus Christi, because there's a rich history
It seems
of
like,
BMX racing.
yeah, as far as history in Corpus goes, it seems like there's a lot of history, like historical buildings maybe, that are gone, you know what I mean, where people
Yeah,
don't
we kind of
know.
talked about that this morning.
You know what I'm saying?
On
People
our
don't.
bike ride, we were kind of going by some of them, and
Oh yeah, because we just got back from San Antonio from Friday. Shout out to the Sorillos. But that's our bike crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to San Antonio and there was like missions
Sure.
everywhere and just hilly
Yeah.
and just culture. And I was thinking, like, where in Corpus Christi can we ride that really hits home, that really hits the culture of and the history of Corpus Christi? And I even admitted this. I may be blind to it because I live here and I'm from here, and maybe I just don't know. So if you know of any historic parts of Corpus Christi, please share them with me. I'd love to ride through them, take a group
Yeah.
through, and just share in the history of
sure.
that. No, Lori, your creator group went to the Collard Times building.
yeah,
that was
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah,
That might be a different podcast, but
yeah, that's definitely a different.
Yeah.
but that was an amazing venture of talking about the historic part of Corpus
Yes,
Christi.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that too.
That was amazing.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't want that part of history to go because people will know about it. It's almost like the only history that we have that's been here forever is the ocean. You know what I mean?
The bay.
Yeah.
The bay, you know.
Well, no, we have the courthouse.
We got yeah.
Yes.
What that was in the news recently. Did you
Was
hear
it?
that? Yeah.
I caught a little bit. I don't know what's going on with it though.
Nobody wants to buy it. Basically,
Oh,
if they
bummer.
wanted to buy it, they would buy it. That's what the guy was saying.
Oh man.
So, see
If
what
you ask
happens.
us, we're just gonna say make an indoor pump track.
Uh,
Bridge is being sold to another country.
That's
I don't know
what I
if you
heard.
know
Yeah,
that.
something
I
like
So
heard
they're
that.
going to
that
be
too.
dismantling it and
Yeah.
taking it
Yeah.
apart and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it's going, but maybe we'll see it in the
Even
future
like that,
somewhere.
like that's historical, you know, like because I actually rode bike up there, took the ferry back, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
how fun.
It was a small one. It wasn't like the ferry way over there, but we took it back. Like I remember that as a child, you know, taking
Oh.
that up there. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, let's
Core
end with
memory.
something light and fun. A quick round so listeners can get to know you a little more personally. First bike ever owned.
Oh, mine was
Golly.
probably like a Barbie bike
Yeah. with
with a
fringe,
basket.
training wheels for sure. Man, I wish I could remember. I'm sure it
What
was
about-
pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about first coolest, like cool bike?
First cool bike, I'd say my Fuji Supreme, my road bike.
Yeah.
That was so like after. Remember, I said like I went on Marketplace and I found a little $250 road bike, which was a Scatante, which was a fun bike. That was great. It was great. And then my level up was the Fuji.
Nice.
So that's why I guess that's kind of why I say my best
Yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
And then now I have like, I don't know, 50 of them. I think I have a problem.
Wow. For real.
I have too many.
That's
What,
so cool.
what
Just
were you
kidding.
writing today?
I was riding a Kurahara, a
Okay.
26-inch Kurahara BMX. So Kurahara, if you
Dang.
think back to the movie E.T.,
Mm.
the bike
Wow.
that E.T. is in, that's a Kurahara. They're
So
made in
cool.
Japan, and it's a staple. It's an icon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
Awesome.
nice. I was checking it out.
And yours? what would have to be?
I don't know,
your-
maybe like my DJ that I have now, my dirt
That is a nice
jumper,
bike.
and I think that it's opened up a whole new chapter for me. So maybe it's a little bit more sentimental, also, as yours. You
Wow.
know, the one that you brought up is probably has some sentimental value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe.
It's for sale at 311 People Street. Everything's negotiable, folks.
That's funny.
Trying to run a business here, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta remember.
Women entrepreneurs.
Yeah, come on.
Respect.
Dream bike setup if money wasn't an issue.
It'd be a setup more so than I want all of them.
Uh,
I just want one of each from every angle.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, my husband is really the bike guru in our family. So I'm not
Shout
too
out to the
sure.
hubby, man.
Yeah,
Shout
shout out
out to him.
Christopher.
Yeah,
He's
come on.
watching somewhere.
mine too. Hi, Nelson. Hi, Nelson.
The favorite route or ride spot in Corpus?
Oh, well, my favorite community ride is the bridge ride with Hype Bike on Sundays.
Every Sunday morning, 8 a.m.
And hopefully sometime in the future it'll be at Salinas Park off Greenwood.
Yes.
You?
Agreed. I really like the South Side ride. There are times where we host a Monday South Side ride. And the reason I like it is because there's a greenway over there. I forget the neighborhood. I think it's off of Slow.
Greenway?
So a greenway means like a dedicated path
Okay.
for either walkers or runners or bicycles.
Oh, right.
So there's actually a path back there. It goes all the way to like Yorktown.
Wow.
So we start over at Adkins Middle School, and then we just ride. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that big old stork. It's like made out of metal.
Oh, Oso?
Yeah, Oso Parkway.
Oso,
There we go. Yeah, Oso
wetlands.
Parkway. Yes.
Yeah.
Oso Parkway, and so it's a super wide street.
So cool.
And so that one is probably one of my favorites. And then, of course, our beautiful seawall, and then our harbor bridge.
Mm-hmm.
All of those are gorgeous paths. But I'm a little biased to Sue's.
oh, yeah.
Any path on a bike, I'm cool with. It's
I
my
figured you were going that
favorite.
way.
I feel like other
Yeah.
people that visit here, like they would love to do all that too, you know? And
We actually had some people from New York visit us recently, and they rented some bikes from us, and they were here for about 2 weeks. And before they left, they said, "Your group was like the highlight of our
Aw,
visit."
I
We're
love
talking about
that.
people from New York.
That's
Like they
awesome.
see probably all kinds of
Yeah.
cool stuff.
yeah.
And we it just so happened that it was my birthday on the 12th, and they were here during that time. We had curbside karaoke, we had bike rides, we had all kinds of just fun stuff going on, and I was so glad that they were here to just be part of it all.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
but yeah, you bring up the tourists. We have so much to offer them, and I just wish that we would really hone in on making it better.
How do they find out about like bike rides and stuff like that if they do come in from out of town?
Mostly Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram,
Word of mouth, maybe.
Yeah, socials, the social pages.
Right on.
I post them there, and Nelson posts them there. So we try to get it out there as much as we can, and then people who find us and mosey into the store, they'll ask us, "Oh, are there any group rides?" And we share that information with them, and
Amazing.
they show up.
Amazing. Social media is a huge part. Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Sure. Must have songs on your riding playlist. They all li-
Cumbia,
they all listen?
cumbia all day.
Yeah.
Cumbia. Yeah, no, for real. That's my go-to.
Do,
Cumbia
do
music.
you listen when you ride most times?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
like a JBL speaker on the
Oh, dope.
front of my bike, so not just I listen, but
Everybody.
everyone in front of me and behind me listens. So we're all cumbia. almost all the way
That's
through.
cool.
Yeah.
Lately for me, it's been K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
Not kind of joking, but kind of serious. That's just been on repeat. And
Your daughter listens
yes,
to it? Yeah.
yes, and that's just been on repeat in our house. So lots of K-pop.
Yeah.
I know all the words.
If you weren't riding, yeah, my daughter's into that stuff. If you weren't into riding bikes, what would you be doing for fun?
Sleeping. And I don't know. I really I'm not running,
Yeah.
not walking.
Yeah.
Art. I'm
Cool.
actually a decent painter.
Right on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some type of creative
Yes.
outlet.
Yeah, I'd
for
probably be
sure.
flying my drone. I
Oh,
mean, that's what I do
cool.
usually when I'm not doing the bike community life.
So you started CC Creators?
Me and two other
ones? Okay.
yeah, two other people who have since moved away. So I'm kind of like the lone
Oh, wow.
founder here now, but I feel like it's a collaboration of everyone, and we all make it happen. So it's not just me, it's
Your
everyone.
get-togethers are super fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
My favorite one has to be our January meetup at HYPEBYKE.
Aw, to me.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you.
We just really try to show a different perspective of Corpus, like a cool way to view it through either a lens or a video camera or a drone. And there's so many cool angles
Yeah.
that people miss, and we're trying to just show that. And
You made me blush.
That's cool.
but yeah, that's a different podcast. Check
Yeah. Plug right
Thank
there.
Episode
Gonna come up to it
100.
like
I got you. CC creators.
Is there a go-to food spot that y'all go after a ride? Kind of hard. There's a bunch
It
of locals.
is. Well, on Thursdays, I don't know if everyone knows this, but on Thursdays at Vernon's, it's steak night. So yeah, we ride over there, grub on some steak, and then we ride back.
Wow.
It sounds fun, but it's not. Like, you're all full.
Where's
and
Vernon's at?
oh gosh.
On the south side?
No, I was right here
Oh,
up the
okay.
block from Emerald Beach Hotel.
Okay,
Gosh,
okay,
dog
yeah,
it,
yeah.
I forget the name of that street. Can someone?
Uh,
I don't know. What's the name of that
Cumbia.
street? Yeah, Cumbia. I can't
Emerald
think
Beach
of the-
Hotel.
Yeah, whatever
okay.
street that is.
By the Jesus statue?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, shoot, I
Google
want to say
Maps.
one of the numbers.
Yeah, for real. Well, now I'm concerned.
Steak night is the best.
Yeah, steak night. Steak night at Vernon's on Thursdays. But yeah, that's mid ride. It's not necessarily after our ride, but also I'm gonna have to shamelessly plug in Mr. Lumpia, Filipino food. That's my sweet Nelson. He makes Filipino food, so Filipino food is always on the menu.
Does he have a local spot anywhere? Or
We're
is-
working on it.
Oh, come
working
on.
it. Yep.
Yeah, it's all
It's
good, it's
Special
all good.
order. Special order.
Yeah, for real.
So
Cool.
plug in the Mr. Lumpia.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's a bunch of like creators that just create like on Facebook and hey, I'm selling this week, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like Isaiah, shout out Zay, Chef's Day. For real. Is there anything else you want to mention before we go? This is the outro right here.
Go for it. Lauren.
I would love to come back.
Cool. Yeah, for
me
sure.
and Mel to give some updates in the future.
Yes, that would be cool.
Our goal really from here on out is to try to educate on what BMX racing is, to just keep spreading the good word. And
Yeah, I would like to see like if schools had a BMX team compete.
yeah,
that
you know,
would be
it's
so cool.
it is an Olympic sport,
Yes,
and
Makes sense, doesn't
it
it?
Yes,
makes
it
sense to
does.
me too. And we're working on it.
it's awesome.
So I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I'm
go
looking
ahead.
for like our sponsors for the Battle of the Bikes, and
It's all good. Appreciate you guys.
don't
If you
mind.
want to support the podcast, we got some merch, Corpus Christi Originals.com. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, hats, and stuff like that. Also, we're in the market for sponsorships. If you want to sponsor the podcast, we have some packages that you can check out. CC Originals Podcast.com/sponsor to help sponsor the podcast and keep it going for our community. So that would be helpful if you're interested.
yep, I found him. Coast Life Credit Union, thank you. Mr. Lumpia, Light Me Up Safety Lights, Retrospect Bikes, Velotric Bikes, Downtown Corpus Christi District, Kink BMX, LBC Cycle, Snap Cycle, Jalapeno Salsa. Bring it, coming in hot. Buena Onda Tattoo, And that's all the crew bringing you Battle of the Bikes this Friday. Thank you.
Yo,
Shout out
thanks
to
a
Corpus Christi
lot.
Originals for having us here. Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Jesus.
Yes,
We
thank
appreciate you very
so
much.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on, and thank you for being a part of this first ever women's edition for Corpus Christi Originals Podcast. Not just that, about community and stuff like that. It's awesome what you're doing for cycling and the city, man. Just we want the best. We want, like, I want for that to happen for the community, especially the BMX, more safer roads, more routes, so hopefully that's I want to see more of that in the future. So keep us updated for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Thank
Support
you.
local
Absolutely.
events, shows, rides. Just hop on a bike and see where it takes you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your host, Jesus Hilario. Shout out to Maya back there, the producer, producing it for. Shout out to Produce Sound Studios. This is Corpus Christi Originals Podcast. See you guys later.
Peace out.
Bye.
Thanks for having us.